And right now it's August 18th, 2021. That is how long it's been since masks have been required inside public places in Charlotte and Mecklenburg County. But that could all change tonight as Mecklenburg County's health director could recommend lifting that mask mandate really in just a matter of hours. Mecklenburg County, one of only a few in the state that still have a face covering requirement in effect. Queen City News reporter Derek Dellinger is live in Uptown tonight. And Derek, the health director has been sort of teasing this out for weeks, but all of this also comes on the heels of what the CDC just said.
Yes, the CDC does say that it is too early to change rules on masks, saying that there's another couple of weeks needed. Now, this could play into whatever decision is made tonight, and also could play into whatever is recommended by the health director. Mecklenburg County's mask mandate, for all its controversy, has been a big part of pandemic life in the Queen City, but it could soon end. There was talk earlier this month that a change was on the way. Just 2 weeks ago, Health Director Dr. Raynard Washington said the county was not ready.
I am comfortable saying that I do believe that in the next several weeks we'll be in a better place.
But tonight, a recommendation could come to county commissioners to end the mandate. But just because the mandate could be ending, it doesn't mean that masks would be going away.
I think that people, it will take people time to be comfortable again taking their mask off, so we'll probably see a slow progression.
Stephanie CAIN is part of the team at Modern Medical Group in Gastonia. They say since Gaston County's mandate ended last year that, yes, masks are not in wide use, but they are still part of everyday life, even at their office. They expect the same for Mecklenburg County.
We still have to, take our precautions because we just never know, right? There could be another surge coming up, and we're not, we want to make sure that we're safe with everyone, with ourselves, with our patients.
While it's unclear how exactly the end of Mecklenburg County's mask mandate will play out and how this will affect businesses, social distancing measures, and CMS, individual places can still require face coverings. Commissioners tell us discussion on the mandate tonight will involve questions on the data and reasoning for keeping it or ending it. CDC recommendations could also play a part too.
Many of these state-based policies have come out in phased approaches that they are talking about, something that might happen in a week or two, masks that might come off in a week or two at the end of February, early March.
No matter the decision tonight, there does appear to be a light at the end of the tunnel on the mandate ending. And at this point, it's a matter of when, not if. The mask mandate discussion is towards the latter half of the meeting tonight, so it could be really late before we know exactly what the decision is. Whatever that decision is, we will let you know. Live in Uptown, Derek Dellinger, Queen City News.
It's an issue that people are going to be keeping a close eye on. Thanks, Derek. Now, we, of course, reached out to CMS to see what tonight's decision could mean for mask mandates in local schools. CMS leaders tell Queen City News they are aware, of course, of a possible decision tonight. They expect that school board leaders will discuss the CMS mask mandate at next Tuesday's Board of Education meeting. And tomorrow, we are expecting to hear from the North Carolina governor about mask guidance. Governor Cooper is set to speak at a news briefing tomorrow at 3. We plan to bring you that news conference live right here on Queen City News.